everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know, I'm Autumn Renee and I'm a 23-year-old foster parent, and I also work with kids during the day. And today we're going to be talking about one of my favorite activities to do with babies and toddlers, and that is reading. So a lot of people don't know what to read to a baby or a young toddler. They think, oh, they can't even speak yet, why should I be reading to them? But reading is actually a really great activity for children. It teaches them words, it helps with their eye coordination, it helps with their sensories, and it also helps older children learn morals and stories, and it's just a great thing to do to instill that love for reading at a really young age. So today I'm going to be talking about the kinds of books going from youngest to oldest that you can get for your children of whatever age you have. So starting out at the very youngest, even from newborns, you can start reading. The books that I recommend for newborns are going to be these high contrast books. This is a See and Say book. It's got just some black and white images, some brightly colored images. These are very easy for babies to see. Younger babies do not have great vision. They can only see things that are very close to their face, that are very high contrast. So these brighter images with these patterns are going to be easy for them to see with their eyes. It's a great thing to read to younger babies. This book also has a fun little mirror at the end. Younger babies and older babies love to look in mirrors. So this is a really great book to start out with. Any book similar to this will work. I will leave the link to all the books in the description in case you guys are interested in any of them. I'm not affiliated with anything. I don't make any money by you clicking on these links. I just put them there for you guys' convenience. Moving on from there, another great book I love for babies and toddlers are these big word books. There is so many kinds of first word books out there. My recommendation would be to find one that has real pictures. So if I open up this book, you can see that it has real pictures of real things. You're going to see a real raincoat. You're going to see a real stroller, a real flower, things that you can actually see in real life. So babies can make that connection between, oh, I see this in my backyard, I see it here, this is called a tree. It's a lot easier for them to make that connection when things are not cartoon. Having these real images really helps them make those connections with their vocabulary. Younger babies love to look at these pictures, and older babies will start learning their vocabulary. So this is a great kind of book to get for that age group. Moving on from there, babies under 1 year old will really love these soft books. They have fun little sensory things for them to play with. Once babies are old enough to sit up, they'll really love to play with these fun books. They make fun little squeaky sounds, have all kinds of little fun activities for them to do, and this is also a great thing to just throw in your diaper bag and have when you need them occupied at a doctor's office, the grocery store, whatever. It's a great time, like I said, to instill kind of that love for books, and kind of associating reading with playing is just a great thing to do. Moving on from there, once your baby's really old enough to really be sitting and looking at books and turning the pages, a great idea is to get one of these touch and feel books. There are so many of these kinds of books. Just like before, I would recommend getting one with real pictures, but if you can't, any ones with even just the cartoon pictures is fine. Having the different kinds of texture materials that they can feel some bumps, they can feel some stuff that's fuzzy, things that are silky. It really just shows all the different kinds of things that they can feel. It helps with their sensory and motor skills, and really it's just going to help them build all their skills. Moving on from that, another great thing is lift the flap books. This is really great for 1 year old and plus especially. So this book, as you can see, you can lift the flap and you can see things. This really gets them involved in reading. They can start looking at the books themselves, pulling at the little tabs, seeing what's below. And it's also great to build vocabulary. For example, this page, what color is the lemon? Yellow, and you can teach them lots of valuable skills. This one's all about colors, but there is all kinds of lift the flap books that you guys can get. Babies this age also love books that make noise, or you can push little buttons and they say things. It's another great book to get them. Can be a little bit annoying for the parent, but the babies love them. Once your kid gets a little bit older, you can start this at newborn if you like, but older children especially, you really want to start getting them into a long bedtime routine, usually including a book. So a book like this, like Goodnight Moon, or any kind of goodnight book, is a great book to get for that age. You can start teaching them and reading them books like this. This book is also great because it's got those repetitive words, so you're talking about things like look at the bed, look at the window, and you're kind of reiterating those things right before they go to sleep, so hopefully they're picking up some of that vocabulary, and it's just a great thing to add to their bedtime routine. Moving on from there, this is another great kind of repetitive book. This one's about colors, but you can get books like this for any kind of thing that you're trying to teach your child. So you can see that this is very repetitive. The orange ape swings through the orange jungle. And you go through another one. The yellow snake slithers through the yellow desert. So once your baby is starting to get to that older baby, toddler stage, and you want to start teaching them things like this, these repetitive books are really great to teach skills like that. So that is what this book is. Now, once your baby is starting to get closer to around the age of 2, really becoming more of a toddler at this point, it's a great time to start introducing your favorite classics that you loved as a kid. So you can go ahead and start instilling the love for those books that you loved for so fondly as a kid and have great memories of. This is The Little Inch and the Cook, just a classic story to read to your children. Babies that age will be able to start sitting still a little bit longer and reading some of these books with you. Obviously, the older they are, the bigger attention span they're going to have and the more interest they're going to have in these longer stories. And lastly, I think this is a great time to start getting those books that have those sweet messages about telling them how sweet they are, how much you love them, and even introducing some of the moral stories. So these books are great. They have fun little things. They talk about how much you love them and different things that you love about them. It talks about different routines, like reading a story before bed. And so any books like this, it's going to talk about routine and just how you feel about them. Is a really great thing to start at this age, because as your child becomes closer to 2, they're really going to start understanding these kinds of vocabularies and the ideas of routine and love and those kinds of things. So it's a great time to introduce books like that. That is all the books I have for you guys today. If I missed a kind of book that you think is great for this age, definitely leave it below in the comments. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for some more videos, and I will talk to you guys next time.